Athens. This is Sweden calling. I'm Anders Frick, and together with my friend and scout colleague Marcus Jungblad, we are going to teach you or talk a little about some projects we have done for the scouts the last year. We will talk about two projects that we have been performing with help of social media. The first is the World Scout Jamboree, which was in Sweden in 2011. And we did pretty many things for the World Scout Jamboree and web and social media. Marcus, do you want to start with what we did with the website, for example?
So with the website, we really wanted to have it as a quite lively and inspirational place with lots of photos and stories to show what was happening before the Jamboree and during the Jamboree to everyone who couldn't participate, but also really to inspire all the people before coming to the Jamboree and to get them really psyched that, like, oh yeah, we're gonna go to the Jamboree and have a great time. And
you can also say that the web and the social media, we were kind of collaborate very tight, so we tried to use the same material on different platforms. And if we start with if we mention platforms, you can say that I think we tried to use the platforms that were most, so to say, active at that time. For example, in 2011, or even before we started, like in 2009, there was no like Instagram, there was no Pinterest or other things. But at that time, especially Facebook was the biggest. It's still the biggest platform in the world, but we were also active at something called High Five. We were using Scout Face and different platforms. But just to say that there is no big platform. We try to use them all.
And so one thing that we started doing was for other participants to also contribute with a lot of content to see what they want to write about in their preparations, was to start a Jamboree blog platform. And we call this blog platform Simply Scouting. It looks a bit like this, where we pulled in all the entries from... Scheisse! Sorry about that. That was a little distraction by my calendar.
It's a wrong window.
Wrong window popped up. Okay, we're back to the Simply Scouting blog portal. And here all the participants could post different entries, and some of them we also posted back on the Jamboree website. I think over the course for the Jamboree, we had over 100 blog posts or 100 blogs with I don't know how many posts. So quite a
several thousand, I guess. And at this blog portal, we also had some blogs run by our own. Me and Marcus and all our friends and fellows working with communication, we try to be facilitators and make it more easy and to encourage and inspire people. And like when it was 500 days left before the Jamboree started, we were like, we should do something. So we started a countdown blog. And initially, we posted like, okay, today is 500 days left in the World Scout Jamboree. And we continued to count down with 400, 300. And when it was 100 days left in the Jamboree, we started to make some movies and post there, like to encouraging movies to say today is only 98 days left to the World Scout Jamboree. Marcus, do you have the countdown blog there, maybe on the screen?
Yeah, so I'm actually right now looking at the one more day to the World Scout Jamboree, and by this time we'd received, I don't know, every day we received so many entries from scouts all around the world who just wanted to contribute and show what they were doing before. There's guys pitching tents, there's people who biked into the Jamboree. We can also see quite a few on the preparations from the ISTs who were already on site and digging and all kinds of stuff.
And we can say that the purpose by this was was the same as for doing also for the web and all channels to build a, so to say, feeling that wow, this is going to be such an awesome event. And so we are now talking before the jamboree. And when we talk before the jamboree, we couldn't. I mean, we could show pictures from the site, campsite. We could put lots of information, and some platforms were really more interactive than others. And I'm talking mostly about Facebook because we got so many questions on Facebook. Maybe you have the Facebook, our Facebook webpage.
Yep. So here we have the Facebook page, and you can see that for this particular site you will have something that you normally don't see, which is a small admin panel, which means that I'm one of the contributors and able to post from the official account to this one. We have, as you can see, we have 59,000 likes, and it has actually been increasing quite steadily also after the jamboree, which is interesting. So maybe for the next jamboree in Japan we will have 60,000. Who knows?
Yeah. So Facebook page, we had a couple of Twitter accounts, and I mean, of course, one official Twitter account, Jamboree 2011, which was used as a hashtag. But we also had some smaller, more specific Twitter accounts. For example, one for the Secret Scouting blog portal. As soon as any scouts has written a blog post about anything, automatic tweet went out on that one. We had some for the camp radio. We had some for I can't remember them all, but a couple of Twitter accounts. But only one, so to say, official, which we tried to promote most of them. And it was pretty interactive. And I don't remember how many followers we had, but there was a couple, like 6, 7, 8,000.
It's actually up over 9,000 followers.
Wow.
So there's quite a few. But we have to, one thing that in particular with Twitter we have to take care about is that there's the mass and the number of scouts available on Twitter are a lot less maybe than those on Facebook and other platforms. And it tends to be the more digitally aware people that hang out on Twitter.
All right. Should we move on to another interesting thing that we really enjoyed during Jamboree? And I'm talking about live streaming. Because at the closing ceremony and some small happenings, and also like the culture day and etc. We were live streaming on our band user channel, and for me, the most awesome thing with that was to see all the interaction that went on in the channel. I mean, we kind of built that. We told the people on our web and on the Facebook that okay, now we're going to live stream this ceremony, and people kind of were watching it and started to interact with each other and saying that, oh, it looks so awesome, I wish I was there. Because those streaming things were mostly for people outside the campsite. Mostly because, I mean, the other were enjoying the show on site.
Definitely. And I think one of the stories that I, like the first time we did this, and I remember in particular, was when we first time released the Jamboree song. And we had a small event in Sweden where all the heads of contingents met, and we streamed it live. And the when they were playing, and all the people who were listening in, I think there were around 1,000 people from all around the world, and the chat went completely crazy. You couldn't follow everything that was happening. It was just so fascinating to see how many people there were and how all of them were really excited about going to the Jamboree. That was great.
Yep. All right. Let's see. Because we have another thing to show you also. But just quickly to finalize the Jamboree thing, because I mean this is such a wide thing. We had lots of interactions there. It was really enjoyable, but most awesome, and what we heard from the other people was we tried to cross-post things. So we, like, for example, we posted something we posted on Simply Scouting blog portal. We took it to some other websites, and also we were using different accounts to promote each other. We didn't see it as, okay, here are the radio guys, or here are the TV guys. We tried to, collaborate as much as possible in order to keep and attract our users.
Yep.
All right, Marcus, should we tell something about a small project we call Digitalia? That's completely different from the Jamboree, but what is this Digitalia?
So, about 2 weeks ago, the Swedish Scouts had their General Assembly meeting, and we thought, okay, let's do something. Let's do something fun for the event to show how easy it is to use social media and how easy you can get started to promote an agenda or some kind of cause. So we were thinking on the way up, actually, sitting in the bus and Anders flying into Stockholm, and we came up with this concept based on a tweet where one friend of ours were reading the notes or the agenda for the weekend, and there's lots of paper. So we thought, maybe we can show all good usage of digital means, and like this of course was kind of weird, but if I scroll down here, I'll show you some of the examples that we took a photo of a wireless base station hanging over a printer, and okay, maybe that's kind of weird. But we wanted to emphasize all the digital awareness that was used at this meeting, and there were about 1,000 scouts at this meeting from all over Sweden.
So basically, it's just a thing. We just, why not try to be more digital? It was just a fun thing. In theory, you can use this for any thing you want to promote or highlight, or you can even, good things and bad things. So we just wanted to show that how easy it is. So what we did was the core was log on Tumblr. On Tumblr, you can, when you want to log on Tumblr, you use your cell phone. You just post some posts, or the computer is so easy to put them up. You need to have a threshold to keep the threshold very low for the people who want to contribute. And the contributors in this were Marcus, me, and another friend, who were like, as soon as we saw something digital, we were like, wow, this is digital, let's promote it. Or if we saw some paper, say, oh, it's paper, how bad? So what we did, we were kind of contributors, or you can say journalists. Like we tried to see, you had to have a journalist eye to see that, wow, this is cool. This I think will probably get lots of likes or equivalent. We were not on Facebook, but we were on Twitter. So in the likes in terms of Twitter is more like retweets and mentions. It was just short thing, fun things, but and you can see this in like interesting and good. But it's also a warning sign that it's so easy to make something, to promote something.
Yeah, I think that's really what you have to be aware of. I think we're running out of time, Anders. So yes. we better hand back to the workshop organizers down in Athens. And if you have any questions whatsoever, you can always find us on Twitter. I'm sure someone there can forward them to you. And we will also put this video online so you can watch it later. And there you'll also find the links to everything that we've shown you here today, and also contact details for us. Cool.
Yeah. Thank you very much for listening to us, and I hope you have a good time in Athens.
Thank you.